The Las Vegas Raiders have officially wrapped up their OTA period, and all eyes now turn to the start of mandatory minicamp, just days away. There's been no shortage of action in recent weeks, and in this breakdown, we're diving into everything that matters: key updates, top takeaways, and most importantly, the standout performers who've turned heads during practice. This wasn't just another offseason tune-up, this was a proving ground. And some players, young and old, made noise loud enough to shake the building. Players who weren't just noticed by fans, but who caught the attention of coaches and front office alike. And that's where the story really begins. Let's be clear, this isn't about highlight reels or social media clips. This is about who's rising, who's grinding, and who's making a serious case to carve out a role on this roster. First up, one name that's generated real buzz: Dante Thornton. Heading into the draft, wide receiver depth was a clear area of concern. Sure, the Raiders already had Jacoby Myers and Trey Tucker in place, but behind them, the picture was far less clear. Enter Thornton. Drafted in the fourth round, Thornton arrived with something to prove. And from the very first session, he's done exactly that. His size, speed, and separation ability have jumped off the field. He's not just filling out the depth chart, he's forcing the staff to take notice. This is the kind of story Raider Nation lives for: a young player stepping into the spotlight and refusing to blink. And this is just the beginning. Coming into the draft, Dante Thornton was widely seen as a one-dimensional deep threat, the kind of receiver you send flying down the field on go routes and skinny posts. But early signs out of Raiders camp are challenging that narrative. Fast. Thornton has been turning heads, not just for his speed, but for his growing route tree. According to those around the team, including respected voices like Jacoby Myers and Jackson Powers Johnson, Thornton is developing far more quickly than anyone expected. His route tree is a lot better than people think, and it's getting sharper by the day, one observer said. And that's the key. If Thornton keeps trending in this direction, if he continues stacking good practices and refining his craft, he could very well enter training camp with a real shot at cracking the starting lineup. The tools are already there: 6'5", blazing 4.3 speed, and a relentless motor. He's not just an athlete, he's a worker. And that combination of size, speed, and commitment is rare. Coaches know it, teammates see it, and Raider Nation should be paying close attention. There's raw talent here, no doubt. But with the right coaching and development, that talent could be transformed into something special. This wide receiver group has real promise. Jack Beck, another young name to watch, has shown impressive footwork and crisp execution. Together, this receiving core might just surprise people. And while we're talking leadership, another encouraging sign has come from an unexpected place. Geno Smith has stepped into camp with the energy of a man half his age and the command of a veteran who's been through every war the league can offer. He's not just throwing passes, he's setting a tone, leading with intensity, competing with joy, connecting with teammates in ways that matter. It's been a spark, a jolt, a reminder that this Raiders team isn't just going through the motions. They're building something. One of the more telling moments from Raiders OTAs didn't come in a flashy highlight. It came in a quiet rep that spoke volumes. Quarterback Geno Smith was scheduled to throw to rookie running back Ashton Jeanty during a practice session. But before the play even began, something subtle happened. As Jeanty lined up, Cam Miller appeared ready to take the rep. That's when Geno stepped in, not with arrogance, but with purpose. He took the snap himself. This wasn't about ego, it was about chemistry. About a veteran quarterback recognizing the importance of building timing and trust with one of his potential playmakers. And the ball? A perfect strike downfield on a go route. Smooth, confident, commanding. Moments like that aren't scripted. They reveal who's taking ownership. And Geno Smith, right now, looks like a man fully in control of his role in Las Vegas. Another name to keep an eye on is Darian Porter. The Raiders invested a third-round pick in Porter, and early returns suggest they may have found a gem. He's already getting first-team reps, a clear sign the coaching staff sees something in him. Originally a college wide receiver, Porter is now transitioning to cornerback. A bold move, but one that makes sense given his natural athleticism and elite ball skills. At 6 feet 3 inches and 195 pounds, he brings the kind of length and agility that fits perfectly in a Pete Carroll-Patrick Graham defensive scheme. There are growing pains, sure, but the speed of his development has been surprising. He's learning fast, competing hard, and showing he might be ready for the moment sooner than expected. The Raiders' secondary needed answers after losing Nate Hobbs in free agency and moving on from Jack Jones. Porter is beginning to look like part of that solution. Darian Porter continues to draw praise from coaches and teammates alike. And that's no small thing for a rookie cornerback making a major position transition. Veteran safety Jeremy Chin recently spoke on Porter's confidence and maturity, noting how quickly he's grasping the playbook and adjusting to the speed of the NFL. Defensive coordinator Patrick Graham added even more weight to the praise, saying, "When you've got a rookie who's not only giving full effort, but also starting to eliminate repeat mistakes, that's when you know you're on the path to building a dependable football player." It's clear the staff sees something special in Porter, and if this early momentum continues, the Raiders may have locked in a long-term piece in their secondary. But Porter isn't the only defensive name standing out. Eric Stokes has looked every bit the part of a CB1 on the boundary. His speed, awareness, and physicality have locked down his role early in the offseason. Jalen Smith made an immediate impact by snagging one of the first interceptions of OTAs, exactly the kind of veteran presence this defense needs. At linebacker, it's shaping up to be Devin White and Ellendon Roberts manning the middle. Both have been all over the field, communicating and flying to the ball. And then there's Tyree Wilson, the wild card who might just become a star. With Christian Wilkins and Adam Butler missing time, Wilson has been asked to play multiple spots along the defensive front. He's bulked up, he's stronger, and he's using that versatility to wreak havoc wherever they line him up. His development could be one of the keys to unlocking the full potential of this defense. In their absence, players like Tonka Hemingway and J.J. Pegas have stepped into expanded roles. Both have held their own, valuable reps for guys who may be needed when the season gets long and injuries mount. On the offensive side, Alex Kappa has brought steady leadership to the line, precisely what a young, evolving offense needs. And while it might not make headlines, Ian Thomas has quietly carved out a reliable role as the third tight end. Dependability matters, and Thomas is showing he can be trusted when called upon. These aren't just names, they're building blocks. And what's happening at Raiders practice right now isn't hype. It's hard work, smart coaching, and players rising to the moment.